So, it is currently early July. We're on, I think, somewhat for July. Who cares? Early-ish July. And as you can see, well, let's start there. Let's start here. So, obviously, they're now advertising family friendly and over 18s area, blah, 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 front of the arcade. So, over the next 3 weeks or so, it's going to be transforming this arcade, isn't it? So it's not just going to be low jackpots, and people have said, oh, well, we want big jackpots, we want this, we want that, we want the other, and yeah, I get that, you want big jackpots and like things to be on real percentages, real games, as they were meant to be, and obviously that's where the arcade's going to go. They're going to maintain some sort of family area, so there's going to be long term some stuff, but there's going to be a lot of new machines coming in. It's going to be some over 18 stuff and then some stuff that's not. Now, they started work on this week, purely because this only started, well, the license went through with the council, I'm going to say Tuesday this week, so it's Saturday now, and this is currently where we're at the moment. So they've all gone on to 25 quid. These are all on 25 quid. Now, I stress this obviously is only sort of the beginning. There's going to be a lot of new machines coming in. There's going to be stuff that's going to go and it's not going to be here anymore. But to get an over 18s area open, that's been hidden at the back of the arcade for a little while now. But that's obviously an original on 6 quid. So that's an original on 6 quid. Which is quite nice to have in. And you can see there's still work to be done. A lot of work needs to be done, and it's all going to happen in the next 2 weeks because I'm going to be here, I think, pretty much Monday to Friday. The planned opening date's for 25th. So that the idea behind it is obviously this is going to not be this little tiny area of over 18s. It's going to be most of the arcade, or more than half the arcade, I think, is going to be proper jackpots, and there's going to be a lot of stuff going on proper jackpots. Today, I'm putting Sonic on 15 and Roller Coaster on, I think, either 8 or 10, whichever they want, really. To be honest with you, it can do anything. So that's where we're actually at. This is like the work in progress. I'm going to take you through the back. Try not to film anyone. Film winter, but I try not to. So yeah, that's what I'm halfway through doing at the moment. Yeah, to sort that out. Thank you. And at the moment, I've got my little ROM eraser. What it does, put the EEPROM into it. Okay, take the blanking thing off, and then it uses UV to effectively wipe it. And what I'll do is I'll get my laptop out of there, and I've got my Mini Pro which I take with me everywhere. And then literally I'm going to burn new ROMs onto it. It's not a particularly hard or big process. It's quite an easy process, to be honest with you. That's what I'm going to do. But yeah, that's like today. Right, so Magic will probably shout that I brought the Mini Pro and not the Datamon with me, because I've got both. But so what you do is put it in there, and then we go on to put it into the actual thing. People, I'm sure, have shown it. This is my backup laptop. You can see it's slightly damaged. But it is an i7, it's a pretty decent laptop. I just need to put a new screen in it. But I don't actually use this for anything other than ROM burning. So, check in. We know it's empty. And then it's just a case of me going finding the correct ROM now and pop in the ROM, and I'll show you burning. File. And like you see, I've done a bit of work there. 8 tokens, 10 and 15. So I'm going to assume my 15s are okay. And all you do is you go into here, and then you go File, and you go Load File, and then you go and find in ROMs somewhere. And go to JPM, and then we go all the way down till we find Sonic. A lot of these I've done over time, you see, so I've already stored the correct ROMs for things. So 15, I've done this one before for somebody. Okay, and then literally all you go now, I've loaded it into there. is hit device and hit program. And then we program it. There you go. And that's it. Then you sit and wait until it decides to work. Yeah, at some point we'll bang a new screen in this, but it's not a priority at this moment in time. And then it will program the flash file, so you can see it programming the flash file there. Well, I hope you can. I don't know if it's zoomed in properly. Somebody's playing Battle Axe. I've not actually played a single machine. I probably won't play a single machine today. And then when that finishes doing its bits it's got to do, there you go, verifying, it says program successful. This as well, they've been very, very lucky boys. I've just given Ginger bollocking. So that's the board, and it's meant to have a cover over it. Don't matter on a clubber, because a clubber, the board lives on there. But on an AWP, the board lives there, and you can see how many tokens have had near misses. I mean, near misses. If they get on here, they'll just short the board out and it's new board time every single time. That's why you got metal cover. When I went to Ian's at Leisure Time and fitted him a couple, he's actually got cardboard that he's bent over the top of it there, so it just protects it. It's, for me, an absolute necessity if you own an AWP. You can see tokens are there as well, they get stuck in there, but it's kablamo, it's literally game over as soon as one hits it. So let's avoid James having to repair shorted out boards and just put a tray over the top of it. The wise decision to put a nice clean one that I repaired a while ago into it and take out this thing that has been subject to tokens hitting it. Remember, it had a bit of a bouncy number reel, so I'm hoping that's the reason I'm changing it, is to get rid of that issue. But yeah, we are slowly getting somewhere, but it does need a cover over it, especially if you're running tokens. I mean, as Ginge said, like, he's never a pound hit it, but you know, for me, you just never say never. I mean, that ain't in a particularly great place, is it? What's that? Alt tokens I'm leaving from it, and bits of metal. Oh, I had a bit of metal. So I'm relieving that from it now. So I mean, I've took probably about £3 worth of tokens out of it that are wedged inside it, and there are more under that tray, but I mean they're currently out of the way. Plus it sits on plastic clips, this one, so it ain't so bad. Anyway, say meltdown. Captain Braindead has just come in, moved that box, put it there, and gravity has just taken over. He's gonna be fucking fuming when he comes back. So it'll be like 2.5 weeks maybe since the first few little clips that I did, and obviously I've not been there. More stuff's been installed. Things have gone wrong, things have gone well. Apparently they've been quite busy, but I'm over there for the grand opening, or to get them to the grand opening. So yeah, I'm currently driving over. Right, so this TLC we didn't know we needed to do. So we just had this, we've just moved it. You see it shades a bit of its flooring off, got a hoover. But yeah, so that needs sorting out, so it's catching against that reel. As you can see now, what we're doing is putting the MPU5s together, so we're going to have a row of MPU5s, and then obviously potentially extend into that and have another MPU5 in there, but yeah, we need to sort this out first and foremost. I know that roller coaster spontaneously combusted, don't know what went wrong, seems to have developed a fault. So I brought a known working processor card, because I know it's not the main board, because they've got stacks of main boards that have done for them, and they've tried a couple, so that's on my job list for today. And to be honest with you, I don't really know what else. There's door switch issue on something that won't go into test. It's probably not the door switch, it's probably a Ginge issue, but that's got to be done. And I'm going to be there till Wednesday, so I'm staying in a hotel. Ginge messaged me last night and said, what are your plans? And I was like, I might pack a bag, I might commute, I'm not 100% sure. And he said, listen, get an hotel and we'll pay for it. So I booked myself an hotel. Made a mistake. So I did some ROMs for it, and I was fanning around and fighting it for ages, and I didn't realise it had a switch inside it. Just schoolboy error. So Adam Palmer burnt some ROMs and went, definitely a tenner. We've been fanning around with them, and I've gone, So thank you, Adam. So that is now on tenner. And while I'm here, I'm going to re-bulb the bulbs that are out, because people whinge, myself included, when bulbs aren't working. So I might as well just sort them while I've got it open. So that's where we're at with it. But that is now working and correct. No idea what actually went wrong with it, because I brought a processor, which is there as you can see. I put my processor into it and it ran straight away. So yeah, I think it was user error. Quick update of the morning. So I have sorted that out now, so that should be back to 4 again. And Adam's made this. I've already made this ROM, but it's now been made again after it got switched back for some unknown reason by Ginge. So it's now should be correct. So I've done that. Roller, as you know, I've done. So that's sorted. I've sorted a volume issue out on that, which was a 30-second job, but it is now sorted. I think when we get it closed up, we're going to do quite a lot of moves and stuff and get the layout right, because obviously it's now quite a big area, but all the classics are sort of down in a corner, and yeah, it needs stuff doing. Actually, on the vlog, we found a little issue with EastEnders where this reel wasn't spinning, and we've investigated it, and we found a couple of other issues. So currently what we're doing is we're sorting out all of these reels in it to hopefully sort out the issue with it bouncing. Now, it was mainly this reel that was bouncing, so we're mainly having an issue with this reel bouncing, and with this reel we didn't have as much of an issue, but we did have a little bit of an issue. So I think it was one of these just occasionally just slipped out. So at the moment everything's off, all of the pins have all been cleaned up along there, and then we're going to swap a couple of bits to hopefully sort that out and get this back on again. Also, Callum's done a little bit of work on this 20p overflow chute, so that it actually ends up down there, because we had a few coins there, and it's worrying when it's near to your PSU.
The Jubilee.
Here it is. That's fixed. They're fixed.
We just need £4 a beer.
And we just need to put a few bulbs in various places. No, I'm not.
You're starving.
No.
The governor is hungry. Oh, some more bulbs, James.
Oh, you're joking.
1 or 2.
Just a couple.
To be fair, this does get put
The next time you see this, bulbs will be right. So, we have lights at work. Let's see if this pays us £4 English now.
Big shout out to the ROMs off Mr. Adam Palmer.
Adam is the second person to burn ROMs for £4. I did it as well. I said Tyler did it 2 years ago.
It's not a competition, Mr. Harder.
No, it's not. We're living.
To look at the design, they are blacked out.
Yeah, maybe. But all of the main characters like Pauline Fowler are on.
I think we need to maybe have a look at these guys actually.
Yeah, I've not been down that side. But I mean, I think we're acceptable. I think
Massive
we're arcade standard now, aren't we? Going out of service, but we are having a brew. One of them. Where did this come from? I mean, if anybody knows what Lira are, they'd know, wouldn't they?
Where did that nudge pot come from? 90 nudges? Is that what it means, 90 nudges?
Yeah, it's 90.0 nudges it is. It's pretty nice Blackpool, isn't it, when the sun's out and that. Very un-Blackpool-like. Like anywhere else, I guess. But yeah, so I've finished like first day's worth of graft, and it's been pretty straightforward, to be honest with you. Sorted a few bits and pieces out. I mean, I've got stuff I've got to do tomorrow that probably get a little bit more intense, but I need to rearrange where everything's going as well. I think me and Cal had a good chat about it, and it probably just needs a bit more uniformity to get it looking good, but hopefully eventually it'll be the best of both worlds. So quite looking forward to tomorrow. And as for now, I'm just chilling basically. I'm I'm done for the evening, so I'm probably going to go find myself some fish and chips or something. Maybe have a little slot, I don't know, see how I feel. Have a wander. I'm on my own in Blackpool, so I might as well revert to type, I guess. Thoughts. So this is like the second day. So as far as I'm aware, we're going to the unit today to get some new machines out and get them, I guess, on, play test them, various other bits and pieces. So yesterday I helped them for most of the day, and then went off to get my hotel at like 5:15ish roughly, and then I had to wander back down, had a bit of a gamble later on in the evening, just because I fancied a bit of a gamble, to be fair. And to be fair to Callum and Ginge, they were rebulbing stuff all evening, teaching a new member of staff how to do basic stuff, putting machines in a test. So that's pretty much where we're at the moment. Today's going to be a busier day. Yesterday was, well, to me half a day really, because I had stopped by 5:15. But yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at the moment. So I'm going to head over to the arcade in a few minutes. Just thought I'd have a little wander down Central Pier, because I came down to get myself some breakfast, and yeah, and have a bit of a mooch through the pier, and then crack on with some work, I guess. Take you through what I've been doing this morning, but this is a loom. So the party fruits, party fruits, and what we discovered. So that's basically one of the plugs. So that does your lamps and your opto, okay, on one of them. And then here's one I made earlier. So that's a different one. And for some unknown reason, or previously not known reason, I couldn't get all of the lamps to light on it. And to cut a long story short, they were wired up differently. The one that was in it originally was, well, as you can see, not the greatest piece of work in the world, but what I have done is until I've sold 9 on it, I've got it working. Down and show you, oh dear, we've got an alarm going off. I was going to show you the lamp's working, but I'll show you a real free fault instead. We have one not lighting still. Well, we didn't have any lighting in. We have now got 2. We should be 3 really. Maybe the bulb's falling out the holder again. Third day of like vlogging what we're doing. It's nearly like 9 AM. Yeah, 9 AM, and I've managed to get one of the free car parking spaces, which is nice. So if anybody needs to know, all that lot up there is all free. So if you want to get a free car parking space, get here early. That's what I do. Gonna get some brekkie. I don't know what the plan is, other than we're definitely doing a bit of re-glassing. What else? God knows. But yeah, that's where we're at the moment. I'm gonna have a look at this wall, because I think this wall got painted last night. Roller coaster's still got a problem, but I think Callum has figured out what the problem is. So hopefully we'll be able to fix that as well. There, just quickly vlog what I've been doing. That is still giving it a run around, which is a bit irritating. However, what's been happening, this will behave, and it'll behave absolutely normally for a period of time, and then occasionally, when it's just in trap mode like it is now, it'll just bring up a 6.5 token error. So if we go on here, token error on there, token refill meter motherboard, yeah? So you would think that is likely to be mainboard fault. Yeah, so what I've done is swap mainboard over, so I put different mainboard in. But I've also taken the liberty of is that the old mech that was in it took tokens, because when we swapped it all over to make it an all cache program, we left the mech in it. So the other mech is, I don't know where I put it. It's got it in the back now. I think I wrote all over it. But I swapped the mech over, so I've done that. I've also built a routing plug. So what they like to do in here is they like to use smart routing. which effectively, when it's programmed, when a mech gets programmed on a mech tech or something similar, you can select where you want the coins to go, which overrides the use of this. So if you've ever had one where you've put a routing plug into it and it doesn't do anything at all, it's often because somebody's smart routed it. My club corrie's been smart routed and it's not been done 100% right, which is a little bit irritating. But that's what that actually does. So I've taken the liberty of swapping the mech over just in case, because it could be a pulse that's getting sent down from a faulty mech potentially into the main board, and the main board could have been fine. And then we've built a routing plug. So I messaged Ben this morning. Ben's in Brighton, and I went, mate, go on your phone, find me a routing plug for a Vogue, because my initial plan of action was, let's just get the routing plug out of this one, because obviously this one here, so the door's not on properly, it's actually locked. This one here has not got a routing plug in it either, which is a bit annoying. When I did Kung Fu, I swapped over, so luckily I got the correct routing settings for mine, and then I put the routing setting in and then built a plug. So I mean, if anyone wants to see what a plug looks like, let's just see if I can ease this out without pulling them out. So that's a routing plug, and what you do effectively, sometimes you have to diode them, sometimes you don't. You build the plug, which you push all the pins in, and then you actually put them together. You see all them pins aren't quite fully in.
Showing off again, are you?
Yeah, pretty much. And then you pop that in there, and that tells the mech where to send your coins, and that is effectively what it does. So that's what I've done today so far. Right, so that's TLC we didn't know we needed to do. So we just had this, we just moved it. You see it shades a bit of its flooring off, got a hoover. But yeah, so that needs sorting out, so it's catching against that reel. As you can see now, what we're doing is putting the MPU5s together, so we're going to have a row of MPU5s, and then obviously potentially extend into that and have another MPU5 in there, but yeah, we need to sort this out first and foremost. Right, if you ever want to know how it's done, so what we've done is we've got 2 cable ties, and we've gone through the back of the loom just to give it some stability. It has got 2 plugs in, and then we've also cable tied that up as well. Right, so we're getting this apart, take this out. Right, so there is some good news here. Okay, so we have got a £15 decal to go in there, which is handy. So get rid of this thing here, and the bottom glass is staying. We're keeping the bottom glass. It ain't perfect, but we've got another bottom glass. We've got another glass here for Boulder Dash, and there is little bits, but you'll not see the little bits, and there's a little bit down at the very bottom, but you won't see it. So that glass is going to go into there, mainly because if you look at this, for example, this has seen better days. That's seen better days, so let's make it look nice and get it right. And it's obviously going to go in there as well. So the whole of this is going to come out, take this strip out, and we'll start working it out. I'm going to take all the credit for getting this to pieces, but actually me and Craig did it all.
What a pair of clowns.
We are. I quote five.
Who's the one with sweat on the forehead?
Hang on. I quote
Who's the one with sweat on the forehead?
Yeah, 5 minutes ago, you said to us, "It's not a job for this time of night," and we were like, "Fuck that!" It's coming apart.
Pumping off my forehead.
Yeah. And yeah, we're sorting this slowly but surely. Right, where we are currently. That's a little bit up a little bit. That'll do.
Straight.
No. You need to cockeye it a little bit. Yeah, right, whatever. Right, so this is the current state of play. So you can see where some of the old... Can't see you, mate. Actually too short, nobody can see you. Where some of that is actually still attached. There's nothing we can do about that, but obviously we're going to cover over that with the new glass. So you won't see it anyway, but that's where we're up to. Halfway there with the new glass on. We've not figured out this bit yet, but we have installed the glass. So we're sort of halfway there now. And it looks like about 1,000,000 times better than it did.
kebab. Oh, hot sauce.